Hey guys, Baltazar Camacho here, Austin top landlord listing agent. You probably got one of these in the mail, so you decided to check out the video. I wanted you to kind of meet me, and so I can meet you and you can meet me on video, so you know who you'd be working with if you decide to sell your Austin landlord owned property. So what I do is I represent absentee owners, which is people that don't live in the house that they're trying to sell, and I help them sell those properties on the MLS for the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort on their part. It starts with my prepping of your property with my money. I prep your house and I rehab your house with my money. And so there's 4 key steps I take to make sure your house is ready for sale, and I manage all those steps, including the contractors, the cleaning, the lawn care, and all that stuff. After that, I handle everything. I deal with tenants that are in place if there are tenants in place, or if you are out of state, I will deal with showings and all that kind of thing. So I handle the logistics that need to be handled with tenants or showings if the owner is not at the property, because obviously you're not going to handle it from out of state. So I handle everything that needs to be done. I also have been doing this for about 15 years. I've been selling landlord-owned, what we call absentee-owned properties. So I've been doing it for a long time. I know how to do it. I've been doing it for myself, selling my own properties as well. I know that every dollar is important to you. You want the most money in the least amount of time with the least effort on your part. The reason I know that is because that's what I wanted when I sold my properties, and still when I do sell the properties that I own, I do that. In fact, I still have rentals in South Austin. I have 28 tenants of my own, so I'm really good at dealing with tenants and getting that done. What I want to do is get you 100% of the value of your property as opposed to 70%, because a lot of you guys are getting postcards in the mail. I know I do, from cash buyers saying they'll do no inspections, no appraisal, no repairs, no clean, no rehab, nothing, and they'll buy it. And they will, because that's what I used to do as well. But what they do is they buy it at 70% of market value. And so what I want you to know is that you can sell your house for 100% of the market value, also with no repairs, no rehab, no nothing, right? And you can also do it in about 10 to 15 days, and you can even get cash buyers on the MLS while listing with an agent. So what you get is all the same benefits of the cash buyer that sent you the postcard, but you get to throw it on the MLS, let investors compete, use my 3-step sales strategy, use my listing presentation strategy as well. There's certain things I do to make sure that your property is promoted correctly, presented correctly, and used with the right strategies to sell for the most amount of money in the least amount of time. And when we put it on the MLS, it's going to be thousands of cash buyers competing with each other. That's why we're going to get 100% of the market value. Now, by 100% of the market value, I mean what the property is worth in its current condition. They're going to pay you 70% of what it's worth in its current condition. We're not talking about a fully rehab, remodeled house. That's really not something I do. If you have a mint condition house, I'm probably not an agent for you, because if your house is in mint condition, any agent is fine. They all kind of do the same thing. It doesn't make a huge difference. However, if you live out of state, or you've had a rental for a while, or there's different issues you're going to have to deal with, then you're going to want an agent that knows what he's doing, that's done this before, that's familiar with investor language for the sales presentation. When I sell it, I'm going to use certain keywords that are going to draw investors and agents that know investors to the table. In fact, I'm even going to call every investor that's bought a property within 1 mile of the range of your property, call all their agents and call all those cash buyers and see if they're interested in yours. So again, so we can get it sold in the fastest amount of time possible for the most amount of money with the least effort on your part, using my sales strategy, my promotion strategy, and my presentation strategy, that I handle all this for you. One big key thing is here, I see sometimes people will sell to these guys, the cash buyer postcard guy, instead of on the market, because they feel like they save commission. And you do, you save 6%, which is realtor commission when you sell to them. So if your house is worth $1 million and you sell to these, like anybody who's sending you postcards, or like an online buyer, you're going to get 70%. So you're going to get $700,000, which some people take because they can be done in a week. Again, no inspections, no none of that stuff. But If you sell in the MLS, you're going to get 100% of the market value because it's 1,000 of these same guys competing for your property, lots of cash buyers, and we're going to use our strategies to make sure they all see it and they all get their bids in. We're going to price correctly so that they instantly see it and they start bidding against each other for the property. So let's say you get 100%, but then you're going to pay 6% commission, and you're going to pay, let's call it 2% in sales costs, even though that's a high-end estimate, so that's 8%. So then that gets us to 100 minus 6 is 94, minus 2 is 92. So again, 100 minus 8% is 92%. So if you sell to the cash buyer on the postcard, you get 70%. If you post on the MLS with a realtor like myself that knows what he's doing, you're going to actually net 92%. So the difference between using me as your realtor, even after paying your commission and your closing costs, is going to be $220,000 on $1 million property. So we got $1 million times 70% equals 700,000. That's what you get with the postcard buyer, and you can get it in 10 days. Now, $1 million times 92% equals $920,000. Even after paying commissions and all that stuff, you're up $220,000. And this is the same. You can still sell for cash. You can still sell to a cash buyer. You can still sell no inspections, all that stuff, okay? Be aware of that, and I want you to be aware of that. That's the big key thing. So for $1 million house, listing with an agent like myself versus selling to a cash buyer off market, it's going to be a $220,000 difference. If your house is worth $500,000, then just cut these numbers in half. It'll be a $110,000 difference. That's the big key, guys. If you need any help selling your home, your absentee-owned home, landlord-owned home, and you want to sell it as quickly as possible for the most amount of money as possible, please shoot me a text or give me a call. Number is on the postcard. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.